Have you ever felt like no one really wants to hear about your grief? You start to talk about your loved one, and the person shifts uncomfortably. They change the subject, they start looking at their phone, and they say, "Stay strong." Hi, my name is Lise Robinson, and this is the healing power of storytelling after loss. So, why don't people want to hear about my grief? When you stop sharing your story, it's like your grief gets buried and your healing stops, and it's like you become imprisoned to your grief. After my mother passed away, I told my friends about her loss and how I wasn't able to be there with her. They said to stay strong for my children, for my community, for everyone around me. But inside, I was suffocating. I didn't speak her name. I didn't talk about being locked out of the hospital. I didn't have the opportunity to share about her voice. When I walked into her room, I just felt like I was at a loss. That silence, it didn't protect me. It really imprisoned me. It wasn't until I told my story out loud with tears that I finally was able to exhale. Stories telling isn't just an expression, it's medicine. Storytelling is medicine. It helps grief to breathe. When we share our stories, our pain becomes shared, our love becomes visible, and our healing becomes possible. We move from carrying grief alone to being carried by connection. That's why I began creating circles to journal, to share this story, and a workshop where people could speak grief out loud without shame. There are three S's of grief telling. Number one is speaking their name. Bringing their memory into the room really helps to share who they are and give that memory a highlight of your life. It also helps with sharing the memories, not just about the pain, but also about the joy that we had with those loved ones. And also, it helps us to shape new meaning, finding strength in the lessons within my experiences. And it can in yours as well. This is why we practice inside of the Grief Warrior program. Not just surviving loss, but reshaping it into something that uplifts and transforms. I've seen widows laughing for the first time in months, a grandmother able to prioritize herself and stop feeling guilty about the suicide of her granddaughter in her home. And I heard a mother state that when her son got shot, she was able to deal with her grief much better, knowing the tools and the skills she gained from these programs. These aren't just stories, they are seeds to healing. If you've been silent about your grief, it's okay. But you don't have to stay silent. Your story really matters. Your voice is sacred, and there's a space for you. Yes, for you, waiting to help you to navigate grief with the tools and the skills to move you forward. When I spoke, I felt free once again. So I'd like to invite each and every one of you to access the Grief Warrior Family Healing Bundle. Grief never leaves us, but neither does love. And through healing, both can live side by side. So thank you for your time. Please scan the QR code and get started in your healing journey today. Take care and have a lovely day.